Hello everybody, sorry I don't know why that transition took so long. Welcome back to another game of Fury of Dracula. In this one I'm playing as Dracula against a new-ish member of the community, Zebrifi? I don't know how to pronounce that. Another Spanish member. I guess it'd be Fabrifi then, but I don't know what that name means. Okay, right. I'm playing as Dracula. I've got to remember I've played so many hunter games lately. In my hand I have Hoax, a double aristocratic vampire, and Fabrifi here is using my setup. Okay. Hmm. I've never played against this player before. I know they're trying to look for games, but never been able to be available at the same time, unfortunately, until today. You're watching this a little bit after this has been recorded. Do I just go into Athens? I just do old school Athens stuff? I could also do some early desecrated soil shenanigans as well. That is also a possibility. Could go to Nantes. Yeah, let's do this. Let's do Nantes. I know around Central Europe for a bit. So I'll throw down a Hoax, I'll throw down Desecrated Soil, and then I'll probably throw down double Aristocratic, I think. I might go Nantes, Le Havre, Brussels, Strasbourg, and then go down through this little corridor of little cities. I'll be pretty unlucky if I get found here. Bordeaux's not a very common starting location. Okay, checking the east, that makes sense. The chance of me starting in Belgrade is very unlikely because Mina and Gadaming are right there. Don't you worry. We all have to start somewhere. I haven't played Dracula for ages because with the Immortal Invitational Tournament, that obviously by the time you see this would have already finished. But I'm playing as hunters in all those games, while my teammate is playing as Dracula. Oh, interesting. Okay, newspaper reports. So I'm definitely gonna get discovered, but if it's a hoax, then you never know. I might be able to mature it anyway, because Nantes is not the easiest place to get to. Especially if I throw down something in Bordeaux. Depends on how Sud's ticket situation pans out. Let's go here. I'll throw down a hoax, just a bit of fun. Ooh, okay, I could actually confirm this. If I hide and play a bat, yeah. Yeah. I like it. I like it a lot. Okay. So that's what I'm going to do. And then throw down a couple of aristocratics. I'll save my room tokens until later, where I can put this new player under a bit of pressure. All Dract events already. Yes, please. I'll happily take those. It seems like my microphone's a little bit quiet today. Going to OBS. Apologies if that's the case. Don't know why I looked at that again. Interesting. Gadami's only got one ticket. Did he trade to Mina then? No, he didn't. So how did... Oh, maybe he threw one of the tickets away. Ah. At the very beginning, you don't want to throw away... Okay. At the beginning, you don't want to throw tickets back into the pool because it makes it more likely that another hunter will draw them. Once everybody's filled up with tickets, then it doesn't matter, because you always have to throw the ticket in before drawing a new one. Okay, doing a trade, that makes sense. Probably to give her tickets, I'd imagine. So I've got to remember to misdirect. If I started in Paris, that's a bit different, because... Well, Bordeaux's not a bad lair location, you know. I could put a second bats in there later. Imagine he draws newspaper reports today. It's already drawn one, right? There's... Don't know. Try misdirect. You know what? No, I'm gonna do something a little bit different here. I'm gonna just hide on the spot and not misdirect. Yeah. And then I'll go to Le Havre, Brussels, Strasbourg, and then I'll be discovered. So I could then wolf him to Prague if the two hunters in the east move. Should have made myself a cup of tea. Okay, I've got Rufus to worry about. Doesn't matter if Bordeaux gets revealed by the newspaper that Mina's carrying, because it'll still... There'll still be enough chance to delay with the bats. Ooh, okay. Ah, interesting. Got a stake on Mina now? So wait, where's the horse? Did she give horse to Godalming? She must have done, but... Why did you give horse to Godalming? Because Godalming supplies double, he's always more likely to pick up a horse, unless he somehow managed to get a horse on Sue and Van Helsing this early. I think I'm going to put a spy in Le Havre. Well, or do I? No, I probably want a spy in Strasbourg. I think. That would be better. So I'll definitely put desecrated soil in Le Havre. Discarding a rifle. Interesting. Okay. Oh, really? Good grief. That's very fortunate. Oh well, okay. Never mind. There goes my plan. Well, if Sued moves up really quickly, I can go Clermont-Ferrand, Toulouse, Saragossa, I can go into Iberia. I do have Rufus to worry about, so Iberia wouldn't be the best, I suppose. That's a shame. That's a shame. Oh well. That can still get layered. I don't really mind that. Draw 2 newspapers in the first week. Okay, let's slide trail. definitely get Discord Saw in here because it's very likely it's going to get triggered. Oh, another hoax. I could put that... If I wolf fall from Strasbourg, I might then put the hoax down. And then put down vampires. Yeah. Shame that Bordeaux is revealed because... I could have gone back there. Later. Undiscovered, but... So I guess as hunters here, you have to try and decide, because you kind of know where my starting location is, do you start moving? To try and find this location faster? Or do you keep supplying? Either would be good for me. I think, yeah, it's tricky. If I can get the hoax to mature, that's good for me. But at the same time, if they supply a lot, or they move a lot and they don't supply, then that's also good for me. So that's going to be the choice. Okay, they're moving. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. So it's potentially going to affect my move here, because Strasbourg now might get closed off. So I think going to Brussels makes sense. And then I'll reevaluate the situation from there. I should have gone to Clermont-Ferrand. Ooh, okay. Oh, interesting. Okay. Values Aggie more than Rufus Smith. Well, as long as I don't get into combat with them, then I don't really mind about Aggie then, if that's the case. Whereas Rufus, you might just get forced to see anyway. I would have probably searched in that situation to try and narrow down where this first location is. Okay. Tells him not in Iberia. And I'm not in Zurich or Milan. So yeah, that does give him a little bit of information. I think I'll throw down aristocratic into Brussels here. Yeah. Yep. Spy in Strasbourg. If I do manage to wolf him to Prague, if Mina moves off, then I can go hooks there. Go into the east. I could then just try and run around the center of the map a lot too. It just depends on what is happening. If there's no psychic scan threat, then that's definitely better for me. I'm going to need something to put into Bordeaux as well, so I'm going to hopefully draw something that's relatively decent for that. Slide trail. I won't go to Paris because it's a little bit too high traffic. Yeah, let's try down aristocratic. Just try and delay them a little bit. Okay, bodyguards in Brussels, in Bordeaux isn't the worst thing in the world. I'd probably prefer something like a spy or something. So if I go across the UK, having a situation where they're on a port and they potentially lose a weapon before the excellent weather across or something is not bad. Could put a fog there. Could put my second bats in there. We'll see. It depends. Port cities are quite valuable layers because a lot of times hunters will go on there to try and then threaten excellent weathers across like Cagliari or across to the UK. So if you can... Okay. probably will go to Strasbourg now, I would guess. Yep, okay, so... that makes a lot of sense. So now I've got a bit of a decision to make. I guess I go to Cologne. Because you already searched Cologne. Oh, that was albeit before the second newspaper. If Gadami goes to Cologne to deal with me, he's not dealing with Nantes. Oh, he has horses as well. Okay then. Oh, okay. I'm happy with that. I'd rather him go to Toulouse than to Bordeaux. That's fine. I think they're going to bypass me. I think they're going to try and find out where this first location is. Very good. Okay, I think I go to Cologne here. And then maybe Frankfurt and then Wolfform? Frankfurt Wolfform isn't the best, you know. Nuremberg would be a much better Wolfform. I could then do my classic Wolfform to Venice and then go down the boot maybe. We'll see. We shall see. The thing is, they're not very well equipped. Why, unless they got very lucky with their draws. They haven't supplied very much. So this early movement helps me. Especially if they start wasting stakes on hoaxes and aristocratic vampires. Or they oh, evil presence would be pretty bad here. No. I am adjacent to Gadami. I could Wolfform, but I don't think Wolfform gives me much benefit. I'd rather hold it. If need be, I mean, I could even just go across the UK if I really wanted to. I could actually go Amsterdam, North Sea, and then land in Edinburgh again. I think I'd rather go Cologne, Hamburg, because it gives me a little bit more distance from Nantes. Yeah, let's go to Cologne. Now what? I think I put down the other aristocratic. Ooh, another discrete soil. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. Yup. Okay, so... yeah, could go to Amsterdam, could go to Hamburg. Yeah. The Spanish crew is here. Yeah. Yeah, could go to Hamburg, then across the UK, because now Van Helsing has vacated it. Sorry, to Britannica. They're going to be able to stop this. Unless they both Gadami and Suid roll slow, which is pretty unlikely given the state of their ticket economy. The fact they both rolled a 2 last turn. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see. I think I will still go... I'm not going to go to sea here. I think I'd rather go Frankfurt, Nuremberg, Prague. I could even Wolfform past Mina to Budapest. That's not a very common Wolfform location. Oh, that's a dead horse right there. You love to see it. I'm evil. Haha. Nice. Okay, so they know where I am. But I still think, you know, a move to Frankfurt, a move to Nuremberg, and then a potential Wolfform may not be a bad idea. It also makes it more likely that this hoax matures now, which you'll love to see. Oh, 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 oh. Ah! Ah! Oh! You're not checking non? Yes! Come on! I will skip this. You'd search that at night. At the end... I think that's a misspelling. Hmm. Okay, so Not is probably going to mature. Do I go to the coast? No, I'm going to play a little bit greedy. I could go to Strasbourg now, but there is a risk of a 3-on-1 potentially if I get caught there by Gdamming the next turn. The fact they've lost a horse makes me kind of feel like I just want to go through this little corridor, Frankfurt, Nuremberg, maybe to Munich, maybe to Prague, and then we'll form east, and they're going to have a real problem trying to catch me. Everyone has to start one day. Everyone has to start at some point. Yeah. So it's interesting. I think in a situation like this, if you see, as a hunter player, if you see a hide card here, you need to send Seward there immediately. Because depends on what the card is. If it's a saboteur, then you can just stay there and then deal with it the next day. Unless you have a forewarned, but you wouldn't play forewarned on a saboteur like this on this timing. If it's a bat, then sure, so it's going to get pushed away, but then Van Helsing can go and deal with it. Sorry, I sneezed. I wasn't going to subject you to that. If it's a fog, that's bad luck, but better to know it and risk it than not try at all. Well, I don't... Can I write accents? No, I can't. Hey, thank you for the cards. Oh, lovely. Okay, I could potentially keep all of these. Saboteur might not be bad, because they are going to get delayed, and it means that just gives me even more movement advantage over them. So honestly, I'm just going to keep everything. I'm going to have to put something into Bordeaux too. I haven't quite worked out what that'll be. Maybe... Yeah, maybe the wolves go in. I think they're probably going to be the least valuable, especially in Bordeaux, because I'm going in a different direction. So let's layer this. I'll chuck the wolves in. Go to Frankfurt. How bad can it be? What do I put in here? Bats would be pretty good. Another desecrated soil is also a good option. I think spy, because it's on a small city. Yeah, spy might not be a bad option either. If I'm going further east, I'll probably prefer spy further east, though. So maybe I put bodyguards here. Do I put a rumor token? Oh, he didn't search Brussels. Interesting. No, 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 I'll wait. Oh, now doing Catalan. Poc a poc. Little by little, step by step. It's been a nice chilled out game, that's for sure. So this could be a nice game to sort of showcase in terms of like seeing a newer hunter. Oh, interesting, so he checks the port. I mean, that probably makes sense, but the fact that I have moved twice since Brussels. Amsterdam's very unlikely. Oh, he's ignoring non. I mean, I'll be happy. If you just keep ignoring non, I'll be really happy about that. It's possible Mina might... Oh, Mina moved to Prague. I didn't even see that movement. Interesting. Okay, so... Ooh. I wonder if they'll let me get to Nuremberg. I think Nuremberg spy is going to be really important here. Oh, you're just ignoring non. I mean, I will not complain. I will not complain about that. Not many supplies, but maybe out of these 5, there might be something I need. Well, we'll see. Ah. We're just talking about games from the tournament. I realise native English speakers might not be happy if I'm speaking Spanish, but we always speak in Spanish to each other. Unless it's in like a setting where there's other people, then we'll speak in English. Yeah. I think that's the thing. When you play this game, it's very much a case of having to try and learn from your mistakes. And it makes it much easier if you record them, and then you can analyze your own gameplay. Obviously, other players can help you out with that too, but I've kind of experienced, and I know it also from me personally, that it can be quite difficult to accept unsolicited advice from another player. If you're an experienced player listening to this, don't just instinctively think, oh, this new player wants lots of help. That might end up in a situation where you give advice to a player who doesn't want the advice at that moment, and then it pisses them off. So the way I always do it now is I don't give direct advice to a player unless they deliberately ask me, like, what is it I could do better? Or if it's a situation like this where there's a video, where then they can check out in their own time. And I think also the worst time to give advice is in the middle of the game. Unless you're in a VC with them. And there is that expectation of, okay, during this, we can give feedback and give advice during the game. But the last thing you want is backseat drivers. So yeah, that's just kind of, I've kind of learned that over time. Yeah. We'll see. So yeah, we're just talking about the tournament, the fact that we're in the middle of it at the moment. Gio and I are doing very well. We're at the top. Gio's playing very well. He's lost only 1 game. And that was against Pizza Wizard, and that's... There's no shame in losing to Pizza Wizard. So I got a little bit of a problem here. I am surrounded by all the hunters. If I misplay this, they could all jump onto me. However, I think I might wolf form now. Mina just came from Prague, so the last place, I would imagine, I'm going to make a bit of an assumption here. Again, this could get me killed, but I'm going to assume the last place that hunters are going to expect me to wolf form to is the location that Mina just moved from. If I can catch Mina on her own, that's also very good for me. I'm also going to assume that they do not have consecrated ground. If they do have consecrated ground, it won't be a very strong consecrated ground, so I'm not going to get nuked here. That's going to be my guess. I want to move to Nuremberg, but rightly so, Nuremberg's being blocked. Also, this hoax mature will also give me a lot of information about what I can do with my turn. So let's mature this. Very good. Oh! Oh! Snap. Okay. I have to take the unearthly swiftness, right? There's no reason not to. I mean... If Cologne was undiscovered, then I'd probably do hidden schemes. Roadblock, no. Custom search, definitely not. Well, is custom search better now? No, it's a move action. Well, if they haven't got a lot of good movement, it might not be a bad thing. Roadblock isn't too bad. Dracula's Brides. Plays encounter cards on the first, second, or third space on the trail. How does that work with the new trail, then? I could test this to see if there's a bug. These are not very strong encounters. I'd love to try Dracula's Brides here just to work out how it interacts with the trail, because if you play immediately, there's nothing on the first space. And this is the problem. This card is designed if somebody night supplies, not if they mature. Maybe the game just says, well, there's nothing in the first space, so you can't do it. I'll just take the Unearthly Swiftness and just play the safe way. Okay, now I've got Unearthly Swiftness. Maybe I play slightly differently. I could fake... No, I'm not going to fake a wolf form. I could go down to Geneva. I could go to... Going east is still the best idea here, but I don't really want to be wolf forming to Prague. I want to be wolf forming later. But I think I can catch them off guard with this. So let's just see. I'm going to be interested to see how this new player reacts to this idea. I could play Unearthly Swiftness now, I suppose, but I don't really get much benefit out of it, so I'm not going to. Let's put down a Spy. I think Spy is a good idea here. It's very interesting how my opponent's not searching Brussels or Cologne. I wish I put a Rumour token now. Make them search it. Yeah, it's kind of this awkward thing as hunters. Like you need to be spending your night turns searching, unless you're really scared of a night fight with a vampire, and then you will not do that. But normally this early in the game, because I think maximum 1 stake's been discarded. No stakes have been discarded, so I'm going to be ambushing at every opportunity, trying to get a little bit of damage. Unless I think that they haven't got stakes, which is very possible as well, apart from Mina. I know Mina's got one. In which case, maybe I don't ambush. I'll be gutted if all these things aren't maturing, if that's the case. Yeah, I should have probably put a Rumour token on one of them. Just to force my opponent into dealing with them. If I get into a bad fight here, I've got Le Havre that's about to mature, so I'll get the health back for that. I could even just not mature it. Because you never know. It might come in handy later. You never know. Okay. So Gadami's moving back. Okay, there's a trade. I wouldn't normally day trade. As an advice to new hunters. Only day trade if it's an event that Van Helsing is trading across to a hunter which they desperately need that day. Or you're doing it where you got like a renewed vigor, where you've done movement, and then you're using the second action to trade because you're getting ready for a combat that night or something. That, yes. That I'm okay with. But in this situation, I don't see any reason why there'd be a trade happening here. Unless there's really awkward items. I would supply with Seward and then trade at night. You can trade with Godalming. If you want to search with one of the hunters, you can do the trade with Godalming. Okay, I'm glad it didn't go to Strasbourg. Where's Mina going to go? Munich? I assume it's going to be Munich. Or maybe Leipzig, actually, because Nuremberg's empty. Okay. Cool. I got away with it. Nice. So I'll go to Vienna, go to Budapest, go to Klausenburg, and then just run around the east for a long, 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 long time. I don't know what to do. If Brussels is still available and it's going to mature, do I mature it? I don't want to give up this spy. I just assume Prague's going to be found by then. Yeah, it's a really tricky thing as to try and balance. Like, you need to move, because if you don't move, you're not going to get onto the trail. But at the same time, you also need to supply enough. I always think of it the way is, every move is a wasted supply. That's the way I always play. And I only move if moving gives me a significant advantage. In terms of, I need to catch up with Dracula, I need to get ahead of him, or whatever, then yes. Or, if I am trying to stop something from maturing, then obviously yes, then you have to do that. Though sometimes you need to do trades, so you do need to move. Okay, so the hide does nothing. Let's go to Vienna. This is good for me. Do I put down Discard Soil again? Very possibly. I could put down a hoax. Yeah, you know, I'm going to do that. Because they're not going to jump on me today. Again, they might take a while to figure this out. So, we shall see. And then they're delayed. If the hoax doesn't mature, they're getting delayed. It's very possible they're just going to keep moving and they won't be supplying at all. So I wouldn't be surprised if there are no Dracula events in here by the time that hoax reaches the end of the trail. Nope. Go fish. Makes sense, because I could have gone Hamburg and then Wolfram to Prague. So yeah. I mean, checking Hamburg isn't bad. It should have been checked instead of Amsterdam. Do I mature Le Havre? Do I mature Brussels? I could potentially mature Brussels if the Wolfram has been discovered. And then I move to Budapest and I misdirect Vienna. I lose the hoax. I didn't think this out carefully enough. But they're going to spend ages looking for me. They're going to spend so long trying to find this location. So it's got horses. Okay. I assume that the... Nope. Good try. I was thinking about going there, but I'm not there. Ah, tricky. I just assume they're going to let Brussels mature and Cologne mature. Maybe I just take the 4 points where I've got it. I get my wolf form back. Which is not necessarily the worst idea. Do I mature Le Havre? Okay, they must know I've gone east now, right? They must know I've gone east. I'd really like them to go and go on to Prague. So at least get some value out of it. Before Brussels matures. It is possible, though. Sometimes it's quite hard playing against a newer player because you expect them to move how a non-new player moves, and it might be in a very different way to what you expect. Oh, let's mature it. Get my health back. Do I go off the rail line? Yeah, I think. Ah, man. No, I think I go this way. I'll stay on the rail line. Let's go to... What do I throw down? I could put stuff in Galatz. That'd probably hurt quite a bit. Let's throw down Saboteur. I could put down Bats in Klausenberg and then maybe put even a double Vampire in Galatz. So then if someone walks in, they're going to have a double night fight against 2 new Vampires. That would be kind of a nice thing to do. In which case I should probably mature Brussels then. So what do I lose? I'm aristocratic. The spy is the worst thing to lose, I think, from this mature. But hopefully Mina moves to Prague anyway. Oh, he has a horse. Oh, okay, he might go to Prague now. Hey, okay. That's good. I might ambush him there. Oh. I think that's impossible, but okay. If you're moving away from me, I don't mind that. So that means then Mina and Van Helsing don't have horses. Okay, good to know. Nope. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna mature this vampire then, and I might actually misdirect the hoax. I wish now I'd not put hoax in Vienna. I guess I could mature it anytime I want, I suppose. Where's Mina gonna go? Okay. Alright, okay, they found me. I'm gonna ambush here because there's a very good chance she doesn't search this at night. And I don't want to waste the effect of this spy. If I'm gonna mature. Interesting. Okay. Knife, Heavenly Host Stake, Speed Telegraph, Escape Route. That I should probably write down. Will I remember it? Let's see if I remember this information without writing it down. Knife, Heavenly Host Stake, Speed Telegraph, Escape Route. Okay, she's quite strong then in terms of being able to escape one combat. If I can push it into two... Yeah. And there's no rumor token on these. And it's very tempting to go, oh, there's no rumor token, I'll let them mature. But, you know, those 4 points could be valuable. And the fact then you get wolf form back and all this sort of thing. It's... Yeah. Obviously, they might have got delayed by doing so, but it'd be more efficient if they'd done it this way. Okay, so there's no point me now misdirecting a thingy Vienna. Yeah, let's mature it. That's 4 points in the bag. Let's go to Klausenburg. I'll throw down bats, because bats are nasty. Yeah, if I've got enough time, I'll hide in Galatz. I wish I had a Reckless. Double Reckless would be pretty gnarly. I've got unearthly swiftness. I don't feel very endangered here. Which is going to be a nice buyout, get out clause if I need it. Right, here they come. They know where I am now. I'm going to go charging into the east. Yeah, I might not be able to hide in Galatz. I might not have time for that. Because I might get caught in Bucharest then. Okay, nice supply. Okay, rifle discarded. Ooh. Ah, imagine that was somewhere. That had been somewhere else. Okay. I assume Mina's going to move to Vienna. Yep, that makes a lot of sense. But then have I gone down the coast or along the rail line? I have to wait and see. Thing is, Mina getting hit by the bats isn't that critical. Because you can just escape route out. That's the thing. That's the thing. Yeah, maybe I could have misdirected that to cause more confusion. But it's fine. Let's go to Galatz. Throw down... Definitely throw down a vampire. Ah, there's a Reckless. I don't know if she... Yeah, they get hit by Saboteur. That's going to take them a bit of time to deal with. I see. Given Mina's delayed, I'd say Speed Telegraph is probably not the best play here. That'd be my assumption. Oh, Sue's actually moving first. Okay, well. Yeah, to discover, yeah, if it's Zagreb or not. Oh, doesn't make it to Munich. Well, Van Helsing can make it to Munich, though. So I guess Van Helsing checks Munich, and if Munich's empty, then they know I must have gotten into Budapest. Do I hide in Galatz? Don't know. I don't know. I think I can. I could wolf form out of Galatz if I really, really wanted to. The thing is, if Seward moves on to Klausenburg, do I hit him with bats? I guess if I'm staying in place, maybe. I might be able to kill him. He's only got a horse and then 2 other items. Don't want to keep checking that. Nothing's changed. Just force of habit, I guess. So her speedy telegraph. So she's used. Yeah, she's only got escape route. She hasn't got chartered carriage. This is the thing, because the hunters don't have many events. The threat level that I feel is very, very low. So I'm gonna be a bit greedy here, and I'm gonna hide. And I'm gonna try to catch somebody in this trap. And I'm gonna, yeah, I'll throw down a reckless here. Did I throw down the rumor token already? No, I'll do it next turn. Yeah, if Seward moves into the bats, yeah, I could push him into me. He gets walloped by 2 vampires. A knight. And then, because he's delayed, I could dark call. So I stay on the spot. He's delayed so he can't move off. And then I hit him with a knight combat. I might be able to kill him then. Oh, another dead horse. Oh. Well. I gotta go to Bucharest now. I guess I hit Seward with wolves? I say, with not much certainty. Ah. Good psychic scan. I'm hoping he jumps past me. He's got all the hunters here. I've got to be a little bit careful. But as I said, they don't have a lot of movement. There's only one fast horse. And Seward has no events. Van Helsing has no events. Mina has no movement events. So, worst case scenario is they rail onto me. But there's no chartered carriage. So, I can literally just count the rail tickets. And I can work out what I'm doing. So yeah, I'm not going to stay in place here. I'm going to move to Bucharest. It's possible that Seward will jump onto me, but I think, again, I might be able to kill him if these wolves hit. I think I'd rather hit wolves than mob. It'd give me more information about what he has. Let's put this here. If Mina goes there with a stake, I could push her backwards, away from Galatz. So, in general, I think this play is pretty good. Yeah. If Seward goes... Yeah, I think I'll ambush him with 2 vampires. Because he can heal so quickly, though. Does he have a stake, though? That's the question. Does Seward have a stake? That's impossible. I'm afraid. Maybe that scan has confused him. Ooh, big question. You know what? Sod it. I'm going to ambush him. I'm going to hit him. I'm going to push him into 2 vampires. And if I play the night combat well, I might well be able to kill Seward. Yeah. Right then. Do I then move to Sophia and try and kill Van Helsing? Van Helsing has 3 items, one of which... There's no horses. That makes me kind of scared, though. He could have good stuff. So she just... Ooh, well. That's okay. Needs to be sorting out tickets, but now... Yeah. Do I push him into me? And I Dark Claw on top? No. No, I'm going to push him into 2 vampires. You can't get out of this, son. Right, okay. So I'm gonna ambush here, but my objective's not to try... Well, ooh, claws, though. Do I claw him? Yeah, I'm gonna claw him. Let's try and get 4 damage in on him. That'd be good. Imagine if he plays rifle and then plays holy bullets against me. Oh, right. Is he gonna escape? Yes! That's such a good start for me. Excellent. That's what you want to see. That's what you want to see. Claws into punch. Nice combo. So he might have a knife, so he's going to maybe try and kill my vampire now. But I might just claw again. And get him down to 1 HP. To make it more likely that the other vampire kills him. If this Reckless dies, I'm not too worried about it. Oh, let's go! Yes! I didn't say it, but I was like, well, there might be a crucifix. Sneaky. Yes, I'm really happy I didn't I mean, the reason why I didn't mesmerize him in this situation is it means then if I then fang him afterwards, he only gets bitten. And that's not what I want. I want to kill him. Now I play something like fangs. Now I play fangs. If I wanted to, I could try to bite Seward and then kill with the other vampire. But if I just kill him, that's just better. Okay, I should have mesmerized there. I should have mesmerized. So I could mesmerize him now. But he could crucifix me again. So I guess I plot. Yeah, I should have mesmerized him that turn. Because the chance of him punching is so unlikely. Yeah, I should have mesmerized. Then I could have fanged him. I would have got a point. And then I could have killed him with the Reckless. The other vampire. Plot. Okay, he's out. I should have mesmerized, but that's fine. He's probably going to die now. So that's okay. I could have played that a little bit better. If I don't kill him now with this new vampire, that's going to be very unfortunate. If I claw him, it works through great strength. So... She's got a crucifix, and what else? Do I just claw him immediately? Yeah, let's claw him immediately. He might dodge. Oh, nice rifle. Ooh. I didn't hear no bell. Now what? Is he going to... I think I mesmerize him here. Even if he plays Crucifix, I could play Fangs next round. Is he going to play Crucifix now? I'd love to plot, but I don't want him to escape. So I'd rather play Mesmerize. Yes! Okay. 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 That's... I wish I plotted now, but I didn't want to risk him escaping. So now he can't dodge. Our problem is now he's mesmerized. I think I play strength here. He might escape. He might actually get out of this. He might actually get out of this. Oh! I'm hoping he plays Crucifix here because I'm going to play Fangs. Oh, let's go. Hey, excellent. And he has no great strength. Very good. That's what you want to see. Okay, that could have gone a little bit better for me. He almost outplayed me. Cool. And they still got 2 vampires to deal with. Which is going to be difficult. So I should try to utilize my Rumor tokens here. Anything maturing wins me the game. Unless it's a vampire lair. So I think I think I... I got an earthly swiftness, so I could force the game to end sooner, depending on Mina's movement. Hmm. Yeah. I think I go on to Black Sea Coast. Put vampires really far away from them. I'll put down a Reckless, put down a Rumor token, go to Constant, or go to Varna, put down another one, and then by the time I move to Sophia, I'll be able to get another Rumor token on it, so I'll have 3 Rumor tokens in a row. She can get there in 2 moves, but if I use Unearthly Swiftness, I think I win. But I don't want to use it now. What do I do in Vienna? I'll lair it. I'll chuck rats in. Oh, all the vampires now. No fog, though. So let's throw down a Reckless. Nice. Do I throw down a Rumor token instantly? Yeah, let's do it instantly. This Saboteur Mature is also going to be potentially quite useful. I could use it to block the rail line between Bucharest and Galatz. Okay, Godalming could also get there. So a lot depends on... No, I'm going to skip. I'd rather him be delayed during the day. Yeah, I'd rather have him delayed during the day. Sue's no longer in hospital. Okay, if I'd put something else there, I could have hit them all with damage, but damage isn't really important right now. The important thing is delay. Okay, that makes sense. Sophia would have been a better check, unless he's really scared about walking into me. Oh. Oh, you don't need to search that. Okay, so that's another thing. Don't search layers. Unless there's an exception to that rule. If it is a vital location, like Marseille as an example, and you don't want loads of hunters to get hit by it, you let a really healthy hunter tank the lair, and then the card disappears. Because you don't want lots of hunters jumping in and then they're getting hit by this lair. But in this situation, she did not have to do that. Right, okay. So, I will definitely get this Saboteur. I will, now because Mina hasn't moved, I will put it on the road between Klausenberg and Galatz. So that Godalming has to slow horse, or like go really slowly round it. And I can just use Unearthly Swiftness to win. Very good. Well, thank you, Seward, for dying. That really actually helped me out. Almost wasn't to be, though. If he'd played Escape that final round, he would have got out, and I wouldn't have won off this. Oh. Oh, really? He gave all his items to Seward. Well, that makes sense, because Seward can... Oh, they have a pistol. Ah. Right. Okay. Oh, but that's good. Seward's got the horse and he's delayed. Yes, come on. We've got it. I think I've got it in the bag. Unless I've missed something. Let's slide the trail. What do you want to do? I shall lair it, please. I shall put some... I'll put a mob in, because there are multiple hunters there. You just never know. And let's move to Varna. And I'll throw down another Reckless. Is Van Helsing going to jump into me? He might. So bodyguards would be a better shout, I think. If that's going to be something that could go wrong. Okay. So... yeah, Godalming just uploaded all of his stuff onto Seward. And then Seward checked the Saboteur, and he got delayed. So Seward cannot move into Galatz today. So they got a stake, it's not getting used. Mina searched instead of moving to Szeged, so she can't get there today. They do have 2 days, but because of Unearthly Swiftness, they've only got 1. So this is fine. This worked out pretty well for me. Gotta be careful. Gotta be careful when you're searching stuff. Ah, okay. That's fine. Maybe Mina meant to supply instead of searching. The thing is, the supply button has always got a card on it. Whereas search has the magnifying glass. They are quite different. But maybe in terms of like non-native speakers, seeing search and supply might be a bit difficult. Ah, too late, Mina. You should have gone yesterday. Sorry. She has the stake and all. She could have stopped it. But I'm going to play Unearthly Swiftness. Unless I misclick. And then we can win. So yeah. Learning outcomes. Make sure that you have your horse economy very well set up before you start using fast horses. Make sure you get the 3 white 1 tickets out into your hand. So there's no way the horses die. The only way then the horses can die is if you actually die in combat, or if something like Vampiric Influence takes it from Mina, but otherwise they are very, very safe. So all this happened because they lost 2 horses. So I knew, and also then they had very few events, so I was like, right, I can play here in a very, you know, I don't have to rush to the port, get fog down, I don't have fog, I'm in trouble. Nope. I could just play this very sort of like structured, move 1 space. I could hide in Galatz, right? Sud wouldn't have died if I didn't hide in Galatz there. Okay, you don't need to be searching that. Don't need to search Les. Oh yeah, because it shows you what they discard now. That's right. Yeah. Yeah, don't need to search Les. It's not necessary. You're just hurting yourself more. Most cases you don't need to search layers. There are maybe occasions where you might want to, like I said. But so yeah, obviously if there's no unearthly swiftness, then this is a little bit harder, of course, because Mina would be able to deal. So what I would do if I did not have unearthly swiftness, I would let Mina. She didn't get a ticket unless she already has another one, which is good enough. I would not ambush. The reason why is because then she would stake 1 vampire at night, but then she has to go into night combat with the other one, and there's a chance I kill her then. So we are going to play this little beauty. Oh. I'll lair. I'll throw rats in. But actually, what I can do here, instead of moving onto... I can Dark Call. And then I go again. I could have used feed on the spot, but it's fine. Oh, I keep forgetting. Yeah, the trail slides first. What do you want to do with new vampire? I want to mature it, please. And that's a win. Yay. Ooh, yeah, tough game. It's not. Hunters are a tough nut to crack. Once you get there, and you see the progress. It's quite a sort of like a psychological kind of game with hunters. I don't know what that word means. Descolocar. I don't know what that means. Revealing my ignorance. Okay. That he was like disorientated in Cologne. Ah. Yeah, it's very easy to get disorientated. I don't know how much... Ah, okay. I don't know where you went. Ah, okay. Right, okay. Yeah. Okay, all right, okay, that I confused him. Okay, okay, now I've got it. My brain's not functioning in English or in Spanish this morning. Uh, let's see. Uh, I think connections in Spanish only has one N. Conexiones. Yeah, I think that's right. So yeah, it's tough. You got to try and, especially if it's somebody who is not extremely familiar with the physical board game. I mean, I wasn't either when I joined this community, but I just played so many digital games. I learnt the board. Um, what else? Yeah, so you got to try and get your head around all the connections. You got to make sure that you've got horse economy set up. You need to make sure you supply enough, but then not supply too much. Por lo menos me refiero que. Ah, okay. So you're saying at least I got close. Yeah, yeah. Um, um. Oh, he's gone. Okay, I'll talk to him in the Discord. um, yeah, you got so many connections in the center, so you can easily kind of slip past the hunters if they jump past you or they move a slightly different way. In the extremities, that doesn't happen as much, but then you got to get to the extremity. But as I said, I had to use information there. Obviously, I had the unearthly swiftness, which made my life easier. But I was able to use their lack of movement to my advantage. So I knew then I could put down delaying cards like the Saboteur and the Hoax, and that would help me out. So yeah, that's the thing. So we didn't actually get into combat with Dracula. There's a couple of vampires and Galats. And as I said, he almost outplayed me. If he was just braver and had gone escape rather than rifle, then that would have been, suit out. So that's 3 influence fewer. So yeah, I might have well been able to mature the vampire. But then what? Then I have to try and get an extra 4 points from somewhere, which might have happened, it might not. I'd have to think about my placement of vampires a little bit differently on the Black Sea coast, and then I might have got something wrong. Who knows? But yeah, it's tough. As hunters, it's really tough. You've got a lot of things you have to try and control. It's much better if you can try and learn hunters in a 2v1, where you only have to control 2 hunters, and you've got a more experienced person to hold your hand while you're doing it. But that's how I learn. And I learned good habits really quickly. I think that's kind of one thing that, I mean, it was Warecraft who taught me the very first time how to play hunters. He's a very good hunter player in terms of teaching me what sort of decisions you have to make. If you move on to this location, are you equipped to deal with it? Yes or no? If you're not very well equipped, just say put and supply. Get into a big city, supply, get yourself stocked up. It's better that way. Rather than constantly moving. And yeah, you might find Dracula's Trail, you might not, but then you don't have much strength. I was never scared very much in this game. Even I was like, yeah, there are 4 hunters around me, but I felt I could maneuver around them. And I felt, well, if I do get caught, I'm only going to get caught by maybe 1 or 2 of them. I'm not going to get caught by all 4. And that's kind of the difference. And then even then in the East just now, I was counting all the events they had. Like, well, I know they've got an escape route. They've used Speedy Telegraph. The 2 hunters that don't have fast horses, they don't have movement events, so I'm quite safe. So that's just the way you have to do it. So yeah. So yeah, take care, folks. Thank you very much for watching. And yeah, if you're a newer player, then hopefully this has helped you out a little bit. My channel's got loads of resources, and you can just watch me playing hunters. Winning most of the time, losing sometimes. it's all part of the learning experience. You have to take the rough with the smooth, and even if you win, you always have to. I always go back and go like, what did I do? What could I have done differently? And then you see things. So yeah, it's good to have that sort of open mind to it. That's a way to improve. So yeah, thank you for my opponent today for letting me record. It's a bit terrifying when you're a newer player and having somebody recording your gameplay, but yeah, I maybe might pass this on to them early just so they can check it out. So yeah, thank you for watching, everybody, and I'll see you in another episode of Fury of Dracula next week. Take care. I hope you're having an amazing summer. And also keep an eye out, because at some point around this time when this video comes out, there'll be an announcement about the League of Dracula, the World Championship. They will be taking place in the autumn, the fall of 2024 for the Northern Hemisphere. But don't worry, if you're a Southern Hemisphere player, don't worry, you can take part, it's your spring. Between September and December, more or less. So keep an eye out. There's a link in the description to the Discord community. Join it. You'll see all the announcements. If not, send me a message on Discord. My name is just the same as on here. And yeah, look out for that. And I'll see you in another video very soon. Bye-bye.